Alright guys, welcome to the second training in the series of the more sales system. Today we're looking at offers. We are going to continue with this tomorrow, okay, on our next training. There are a few things I want to get clear with you guys. You need to understand that, I have been saying it long enough, that you need to be focused on making offers than selling your product, because people don't really care about your product. They care about their problem being solved, right? And this has nothing to do with buy two get one free, or there are 9 left when a lot of people try creating scarcity and all that. We're going to dive deep into that and what you can do instead. But the first thing you really need to get clear when trying to put together your offers is your mission statement. And this is why I say that you need to do the research to really understand who you are trying to serve. Okay, it's important that you know who you are trying to serve. If you don't know who you're trying to serve, it becomes really difficult to want to, communicate the perceived value of your product, right? Because of course it's a product, but we have an offer around it, right? So it becomes difficult to communicate the perceived value of the product to the customer if you are not clear with who that person is. So you really want to do the research we talked about yesterday or in the previous video. You want to make sure that you really get clear, dive really deep into who your customer is. Now, getting clear with your mission statement simply means you wrapping your offer around just one statement, right? So it's something you ask, okay, what are you providing? What do you sell? Okay, you are not talking about the product, you're talking about the offer. When someone comes to your inbox to ask, what are you selling? You don't talk about the product you're selling. You don't say you are selling diabetes tea. No, that is not what you say. Rather, you talk about your mission statement. All right. And getting clear with that, you can use a simple template or a formula. So, for instance, I get I help, right? I help market. Okay. So this is your customer, who the person is, gets desired results. Okay. Or desire, all right, their results without challenges, all right, or maybe roadblocks. Okay, roadblocks, using the unique mechanism. See that, right? This is why we talked about the whole idea of unique mechanism and your big idea, because it's going to help you really get clear with your mission statement. When you're clear like this, it becomes easy. Like, you know what you're talking about, so you are not babbling when you're trying to communicate what you're selling to people. All right, because really people are not after the product. Like I said, people are not after the product, but what they can get from the product. Okay, what you need to understand is that you're trying to take these people through a journey. Okay, you're trying to take these people through a journey. All right, so let me show you guys something. For instance, this mission statement, it could be that I help career women or career people get a life free of diabetes, right, or free of arthritis, without popping pills, okay, or without strenuous exercises, using the intelligent quotient device, right? Or it just, but you guys get my point, all right? Or I help, seniors get, a skin free of wrinkles, right? Without expensive surgeries. using the doctor's anti-aging secret formula. Can you guys see that? So you want to get clear with your mission statement, all right? You need to understand that you're trying to take your customer through a journey, all right? So they are here, okay? And you're trying to take them to this point. Okay, this is where they're having pain. Okay, this is where they're having problems. All right. And this is where they are free of the pain and the problem and they are happy. All right. This is where the future results are showing up. All right. So these we have future results. Now you're trying to take your customer or your prospective customer from that point where they're having problems, they're having pains, to the point that they are happy. All right. And you want to be able to identify those challenges, those mistakes, those roadblocks that, they are going through, that is stopping them, the roadblocks that is stopping them from achieving this happy life, this life that they want to live. Okay, this is for you to identify. I can't figure out what these problems are, okay, or what these challenges or mistakes that they make to, for them to actually get to this point, the mistake that they are making, and they are in this pain, but there are certain things that they make in order not to reach this point. There is something that is going on. There's a reason why they can't get to this point. So you want to identify those reasons, the mistakes, the roadblocks, why they're not achieving this happy life, right? So for instance, let's say someone is trying to be free from arthritis. What are probably the mistakes that they are making? Okay, it could be, let's say, and by the way, sometimes you want to, put out some things that are common, so they view them as common mistakes, or mistakes that are, they provide that kind of contrast. So when you hear about something, they think about it. Okay, how is that even making this happen? All right. So for instance, wrong dieting, okay, is one reason why they are feeling the pain, and they are still continuing to be in the pain and not being able to achieve. So I'm talking about people who are struggling with arthritis now, right? Wrong dieting, right? Limited movement, right? Limited movement, living a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, so they're having this pain, but they don't still, engage in some kind of movement, right? Then lack of sleep. Okay, lack of sleep is making them not to really, achieve this happy state that they need, right? And another thing is too much exercise. Okay, too much exercise. Now, for someone might be thinking, okay, I thought exercise should be something that I should strive to do in order for me to get my desired result, to make sure that, because we're talking about limited movement. So how is exercise too much, right? So you want to provide some contrarian, beliefs. Let me use that word, right? That is stopping them to actually achieve this result, this happy state. Okay, and one thing you want to do is you want to wrap all of these mistakes around what we call IPs. Okay, so IP simply means intelligent properties. Okay, you don't want a situation whereby someone is going through your copy, all right, and the person sees that, oh, this is why I'm not able to do this. Then the person goes on Google to search for it and be able to get what they want, or to maybe look for it in another product, right? You want a situation whereby it's only your product, okay, that is providing that mechanism, that solution. It's only your product that is providing that solution. Tomorrow we'll be talking about how to make create that kind of scarcity, make your product looks superior, and have greater sense of urgency and all of that. Tomorrow or in the next training we'll be going to look at that, but I need you guys to be clear on this part. Okay, so you want to create IPs around this, and to do that, sometimes you just look at these and so for instance, you're seeing this wrong diet, right, and sleep. Okay, so if you look at wrong diet and sleep, I'm looking at wrong diet and sleep, and you can see that maybe having the wrong diet can even lead to lack of sleep, and of course not making them get their desired results. So this is something that I could say the balanced I can say balanced sleep diet. Okay, you can put some thought into this, right? And then I will not say, oh, the reason why you're not getting to this state is because you're not having a balanced sleep diet, and you tend to be spending a lot of time taking the kind of wrong diet, and over time this has happened, and you're not having a lot of sleep and all of that. Okay, this is something that you really need to be, you have to dig deep into because of course you are going to be what I'm doing right now, I'm doing it on the fly. Okay, if I were to do this for a real product, I'm going to really sit down to really, this is where a lot of people mix it, and this is what you need to take your time to do. Okay, you are the experts in your own field, and you're the one who should know exactly how, okay, to figure these out. So for instance, I have these limited movement, and then we're saying too much exercise. So we can say the reverse. We can say reverse workout. Okay, reverse workout. So this is we talking about how they are engaging in too much exercise, and for them to be able to achieve the result that they want, to be free of arthritis, they have to be engaged in what we call reverse workout, right? And you want to really dig deep and let them understand, right, that this is the reason why they cannot achieve the result. If we can have a balanced sleep diet and a reverse workout, and maybe inner peace, purity. Okay, I'm just making all of these up, right? If you can have all of these, you are going to be able to achieve your desired result. All right, you will be able to achieve your desired result. Is you telling them you want what you're trying to do here is creating clarity. Okay, when you create clarity, there are two elements that you want to make sure that your offer has. Okay, and your offer starts from the beginning of your copy. That is it. It starts from the beginning of your copy. When people don't understand what you're trying to tell them, they log out and you lose them. So you want to be clear. You want them to know exactly what the problem is. Okay, so you have to create that clarity. Clarity and sanctity is what actually gets people to take action. When people are clear about what you're trying to provide for them, what you're trying to offer them, right? They get to that point whereby they are certain that this thing you're trying to provide them is what's going to give them the results. Okay, so you say, oh, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem, and this is why you are not getting those results. Okay, and what you need to do is to use this unique mechanism. That is why we talked about the unique mechanism. So with this unique mechanism, it could be a wristwatch, by the way. It could be maybe all of this wristwatch, it helps to track your movements, track your sleep, but you guys get the idea, right? So how is the wristwatch really helping to break down, because these are like roadblocks, right? So how is your wristwatch, let's say for instance your wristwatch, or it could be your tea, okay? How is your tea, okay? And you're not saying your tea, you're not mentioning tea, okay? It could be, is the big idea, you're mentioning. So if I say the doctor's anti-aging secret, but with the doctor's anti-aging secret, you are able to handle all of these. And how these work is the doctor's anti-aging secret secretes some kind of fluid that goes into your system to do this, to handle all of these, to break down these. I believe you guys are getting it. Now, when that happens, your customer becomes clear, right? They have that clarity and certainty that, oh, see, the reason why I'm actually having this issue is because I haven't been able to break down all of these barricades or this roadblock. Is the reason why I've not been able to achieve these my results. And for that to happen, I need these doctors. We talked about how you can come up with your big idea, right? So I'm not here to talk about big ideas anymore. So if you have not watched that video, have not seen that video, you should go ahead and see that video, right? So you want to make sure is the big idea that is taking care of all of these roadblocks using the unique mechanism. We said the unique ideas consists of two things. It's emotionally compelling, and for it to be emotionally compelling is providing primary promise and a unique mechanism. What is very important there is the unique mechanism. How is it providing the results that you're offering your audience? It is very, very important. I can't stress that enough. All right. Another thing you want to understand, which we are going to expand on tomorrow, is the parts of the future result. Now, once they are happy, what now happens? How do you make sure? That you don't go back to this state? How do you make sure that you don't go back to this state and start experiencing those issues again and falling back to the same pothole? How do you prevent that from happening, right? So this is actually one of the major part that you want to make sure that your product has or your offer has, okay? And you want to make sure that your offer has, okay? And this is where you have your bonuses. This is where bonuses comes in. That's why when I see a lot of people who give certain bonuses that don't even complement what they are trying to give to people, sell to people, I just see like, this person don't really understand what they are doing. One thing you need to understand is that people love solving problems. People love solving problems that they are going to have in the future. Problems that are going to have in the future. Okay? Solve future problems. Okay? So they're going to have problems that there are problems they're going to have in the future. So your duty, okay, is to identify that problem that they are going to have in the future. So they now have all of this energy. They cannot jump around. How do they maintain this energy? So you want to make sure that for instance, you are able to keep there could be that to keep your system clear of all of these all these things they are exposed to, maybe fumes, maybe dust, right? maybe engaging the right exercise. So it could be home, the perfect, could be the perfect home energy retention program. Okay, so we can provide that to make sure that they maintain that energy. So that can be bonus one. Bonus two could be the balance, the balance daily diet checklist, the balanced daily diet checklist, to make sure that they always maintain this energy that they have gotten by breaking down all of these barriers, right? All of these roadblocks. I hope you guys get it. You need to get clear. Listen, if you watch this once, you might not really understand a lot of things here. So you want to watch it again to really get clear with what I'm trying to say here. I know it's a little messed up right now, but really watch it from the beginning and you will really get clear with what I'm trying to say right here. Tomorrow we are going to look at five things. Okay, you want your offers to really have in order to increase the perceived value. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about, increasing the perceived value of your offer. Remember, what is providing the offer, or what is providing the result that people want, is your product. Okay, but we are not even concerned about the product. Yeah, the product is what they are going to go for in order for them to have that solution solved, right? So we're going to be looking at how to increase the perceived value of your product. This is how you will be able to sell, a product that you got for 1,000 naira for maybe 10,000 naira, even more, right? Or a product you got for 4,000 naira for 20, 30, 40,000, right? When you are able to increase the perceived value of your product, okay? And because really people don't know the value of what they are getting until you're able to communicate it, right? And one of the ways, okay, the beginning, getting started with communicating the value is what I just explained to you guys in this video. And you want to watch this video all over again for you to get clear with it. Watch it a couple of times, maybe once, 2, 3, all right, to really get clear with it. All right, so tomorrow we're going to look at five things you must have on your offer to increase the perceived value of your offer, that actually get people, rushing to want to get your offer. So guys, tomorrow in the next training, I will talk to you guys. Bye.